the first step is mindfulness. You have to understand your body and know when the warning signs are happening. For me, that is if I wake up with an itchy throat, or if my nasal passages are congested for more than a couple hours, or the inside, like the back of my throat, is itchy, or my nose is kind of my nose and throat are kind of tingling in a certain way. I know that there's a problem. Or if I'm feeling some pressure around here, those are all warning signs for me, and I know I got to go take vitamin C ASAP. A lot of the time I can prevent the cold right there. And basically you got to understand that, and you got to go take the pills as that happens, no matter what's happening. So you should. When I used to work a job, I carried vitamin C with me at the desk, so that if I felt even the slightest tingling coming up, I could go at it with the vitamin C. A lot of the time, you'll be surprised what sets that off. It can be just like a really strong perfume. For me, strong perfume bothers my nose, and if I'm breathing that in all day, like Barb, the office manager, who's got horrendous perfume maxed out times 10, and you're breathing that in all day, that can be enough to irritate my throat. Or someone else is sick at work and they're coughing at you. I thank God every day I don't have to work a job and deal with colleagues anymore. But if you do, I suggest having that with you at work. So, pre-cold, I take 5 grams of slow-release vitamin C. The difference between regular vitamin C and slow release is releases slowly in your body. Okay, I know that sounds redundant, but otherwise the vitamin C just goes down and right away it's in your system. And a lot of the time, 5 grams might be too much. That might push you right to an upset stomach. But if it's 5 grams time released, then you don't get that upset stomach, but you still get the benefit of the vitamin C. If you don't have the time released, I would take like 2.5 grams at the bat, and then another 2.5 grams maybe like an hour and a half later. Okay. Next up, initial stage of the cold. Whatever happened, your immune system was too low, or you didn't take the vitamin C in the pre-cold, and the cold got through to the initial stage, which will happen from time to time. Now is where you want to take 10 grams slow release in the morning. Okay. If you take 10 grams of the regular stuff, it might give you diarrhea right away. But if you take the slow release stuff, chances are you're going to be okay. You might want to take 5 grams slow release, and then 5 grams another slow release an hour and a half later if you're worried about stomach upset. The good thing, though, if you have stomach upset, is that you've hit your dosage for that day. You've hit what you needed to hit. You've titrated to tolerance. One thing you can keep on hand is generic loperamide, which is anti-diarrheal medication. You can also get that from Amazon. Very, very cheap. So if you've gone too far and you feel your stomach's a bit upset, take that loperamide, and you know that you've hit what you needed to hit for that day, and that's going to take the stomach upset away. Also, activated charcoal is good at getting rid of upset stomach as well. Finally, the initial stage cold happened. You're doing your 10 grams a day. You're knocking off a lot of the symptoms, but now we get into the full stage of the cold. Okay, 10 grams a day in the morning for the entire cold. Now, even if you feel like the symptoms are going away and the cold's almost done, don't stop taking the 10 grams, because you stop taking the 10 grams, what will happen is the cold will come back and it'll be stronger, because you thought that it was just going on away its own, but it was really the vitamin C that was taking it away. With the initial stage cold, if you've done the vitamin C the whole way, I feel like for me it knocks off like 80% of my symptoms. It really, really knocks them off in a big way. However, when you're in the actual cold, you do the 10 grams in the morning, but feel free to take another 5 grams in the afternoon to make sure that you're really getting this thing good. Finally, allergies. Okay. In addition to the megadosing vitamin C, there's the 2 things, and I just want to go over this one more time, that made major differences to me. One was to stop drinking milk. Okay. The other was to never sleep with the heat or the air conditioning on. Otherwise, I'll wake up with a stuffy nose or a tingly throat. Now, if you have to sleep with the heat or the air conditioning on, this was before I moved to Thailand. Now in Thailand, I have to sleep with the air conditioning on or it's too fucking hot. I keep a window open, and that's going to knock off 50 to 60% of the problems you're going to have with the heater or the AC. Just keep that window open. And finally, lastly, and this is an addition to when I wrote the initial article, after moving to Thailand, it became much easier not to get colds because there's no season change here. That is a major, major bonus. Your body reacts poorly to drastic changes in temperature. That's something I've noticed on a major level. So if you are going to move, that is just another reason to move, in that when you're around a consistent season, your immune system is going to be that much stronger. Also, living somewhere where it's sunny all the time and I'm consistently getting proper levels of pure vitamin D every single day has made a major difference in my immune system. So that's something to think about as well. Lastly, I should give you the brand that I used. Using right now Swanson's vitamin C with rose hips. You can use Now Foods time released. That's what I used on Amazon when I was back in North America. I would recommend Swanson's Now Foods time release vitamin C. Now Foods is pretty much the best supplement brand there is, and I would recommend, if you're going to use any supplements, try the Now Foods version. Swanson's is also just as good, and I use that now because the custom charge for Amazon is so expensive in Thailand. But if you're in America and you've got an Amazon Prime account, just get you some Now Foods 1,000 milligram vitamin C. So that's the mega dose, right? The 100 milligram dosage is going to be worthless. You need to mega dose this shit to have an actual impact.